All right, so new adjustment layer using a mask. The purpose of this tutorial is to show you how to change the color of the dress in this particular photo. It can be another photo of you of your maybe of your car, or maybe a uniform that you want to change the color of, anything that you would like to color swap. So what I like to do is make a copy, Command J, and then hide the background, the original image. Okay, Command J. You can also make a copy there, duplicate layer. It has all these other options as well. Also, make sure you're in photography mode, because when you use some of these layers here, or these menus, sometimes they're hidden depending on what you did the last time in Photoshop. So you can simply go to Window, go to Workspace, and click Photography. And these give you different layouts for your purposes of using Photoshop. So Photoshop, photography. All right, now we're going to go to Layer, the top, New Adjustment Layer. It gives you all these options, but we're going only to use now the hue saturation. Keep it there, click OK. And then you're going to make sure that this canvas is selected, the hue saturation, and then that you have your black and white showing, or white black. Just click over that so it can reset. But we're going to use the black part in our hue saturation mode. So now that I've selected this layer, click on this little controls here, this little box, and then it turns this on. So now I'm going to change the color of her dress. It's going to change everything, but I'm only looking at her dress color that I'm going to change. And so see that. See, it changes everything, but I'm only looking at her dress. Again, I want to change it a different color, maybe to, I don't know, what color should I change it, guys? So you can get lost in a rabbit hole with the colors. Maybe something like that. Well, her dress is already red. So I'm going to do maybe red around there, purple. Then I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. It's a little too much. Remove the saturation, and then just do that. All right, cool. Now, obviously she's all purple too, but we're going to now click on this canvas over here. I'm going to click on my brush, and then I'm going to zoom in the navigator. You can also do Command plus or Command minus. Use the hand or space bar to move the hand, and then I'm going to start. I'm sorry. Erase it. Where is that? Why didn't I do that? Hold on 1 second. Oh, make sure up here the last one I used was overlay. Make sure when you click on your brush that up here it's all set to 100. Okay, see, so it's because the last time I used this I was doing it different. So I'm in the hue saturation. I have black selected here, and then I'm going to go in there and erase everything that I don't want colored. And you can see as I get closer, and then I'm going to make my brush size smaller, which I can just easily go control click, and make it smaller. That little menu comes up. Control click. You can also go up here, okay, and then you can also use the bracket keys on your keyboard. They're slightly above to the left of your return key. See? Big, small. I like using those because I can automatically just do this without any interruptions. So I'm going to fast forward the video as I do this. Okay, a quick way to do it too, there's this tool up here at the top left. Okay, you can see it's a quick selection tool. And what I did is, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to click and drag and just select her legs, right? Click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. Hold the shift key, click and drag, click and drag. Okay, click and drag as you're holding the shift key. And then this part here, it doesn't matter, I don't want it selected, but it doesn't matter because there's no color there. So now instead of painting every single thing, I'm just going to do what I'm going to fill it with the paintbrush tool. Okay, see, I can go in there and erase it manually like this, just brush it yourself, or I can do Option Delete. See, and it deletes it automatically. Option Delete. It's just a quick way to do it. Don't get lazy though. You want to go in there and finish up all the little details. And remember, Command D deselects your path. Command D. Then you go in there and you can fix all these small little smudges that you missed or that I missed. I'm going to zoom in. Go with my brush, make it small using my brackets on my keyboard. Let's see, go in there like that. I did that up here with her torso as well. So you can see some of the purple in there. And you can see once I go outside that some of that color shows up in the background. So you're going to have to go back in there and fix that. You can see some of it there too. And we're zoomed in at 400%, so you're going to see a lot of those. You can see right in there. You can see a little bit of that in there. All right, and the way to fix those small little things that you see, those little color smudges, you see in there in her hair as well. Make my brush size smaller. Oh, you can see some of her dress color shows up. Okay, you can see some of the purple. The way to really see it is you click back here and then do the lightness. Sorry, let me zoom out. And just kind of do it that way, and then you can see where you missed the areas. Looks like I got most of it, but you know, I still have to spend more time on it. You can see there, once you do that, go back to your canvas there, make your brush size bigger, and you can remove some of that haze that's in there that's showing up from the layer mask, or from the original photo onto the layer mask, adjustment layer. Okay, now I'm going to click back on here. And then see right here along on her top, on her chest, I'm going to zoom in. And then you're going to use the eraser tool because you're going to put that back in. You use the eraser tool. So I'm going to go make this small. And I'm sorry. Let me go back in here. Brush. So it's the brush tool. Sorry, my dyslexia got the best of me there. So you just have to go in there. Let's do that. And you can see the rim of the red in there. And it's going to take more customization. That's just the way the red is really hard. You can see it's starting to pixelize now. It's showing the pixels. So it's best to do this with the high-res image. A low-res image will work, but not as good as the high-res image, of course. But you can see generally it works for what you want, especially if you're doing it for the web. And then you can see the before and after. Okay, just like that. And then once you do this, I want you to save it. Click Save, or Save As, and then call it Layer Mask. Then once you save it, you have the original. Now you're going to save a copy. Export, save for the web. Okay, and we're going to save that. Call it Layer Mask Before, right? Make sure you save it into a folder. I'm saving it in the cloning project. Let me go in here, Layer Mask, and call it layer mask after, sorry, not before, after. Layer mask after. Because the before, it's going to be this one. So I'm going to uncheck that, and now I'm going to do before. Export, save for web, save, click on that, and just replace after with before. Now you have a before and after. And then go into your collage app, photo app, whether it's Pixlr, PhotoJet, PicMonkey, and put those two together, the before and after. All right, watch this video again if you missed anything, and call me over if you need help. Thank you.